What's up, Raph gang? It's Raph in the Raph Cave. Welcome back to another video. This is another continuation of the Monolith X3 power amplifier saga in the Raph Cave. Hope you guys have watched the first 3 videos. And the last one, you know, I was tinkering and thinking about it back and forth, and of course, I put it back. The Monolith has returned to serve the Raph Cave home theater needs. And yeah, it's not going anywhere, guys. This thing is amazing. I want to thank everybody in the comments. You guys have had some incredible insight, incredible knowledge on electricity and electrical outlets and circuits and all these things, and heat-related stuff and all these things. And I really appreciate you guys, because that's what I needed. I needed the Raph Gang Nation to give me some ideas of what the issue could be of the Monolith amp. And there really isn't an issue. The Monolith X3 is an absolute powerhouse, incredibly musical, movies, separate, dynamic, high, low, all the left to right between. Guys, this amp is incredible, right? Incredible. I was watching a movie last night called Undertone, right? Horror movie. And it's based on sound. And from the immediate, when I hooked it back up, immediately the voices from the dialogue was so in front, in the theater, not back by the speaker, but in the theater towards you. That right there tells me that this amp puts out such clean signal. And of course I'm using XLR cables. And when I put my ear up to the speaker, all I hear is silence. There's nothing there. There's no noise. Clean signal. Fantastic. But the dialogue was so rich and powerful up front that I needed to like move my Odyssey dial of frequency up a little bit, just to soften it, warm it up a little bit, because it was just right there. So as far as the amp goes, I love it, right? Incredible. So for clarity, dynamics, quality of sound, by far the best amp I've ever heard on my speakers in my Raph Cave. So by far, awesome. Monolith, top tier. Nothing wrong with Monolith. The issue I was having, right, if you follow the journey, was power. Now I have 7 subwoofers, butt kickers, 2 other amplifiers, and the Marantz processor. And all this other stuff, right? All this other stuff I have linked to my power centers here. So they're already handling a lot. Now the subwoofers are not plugged in here. Subwoofers are plugged into the wall on the sides. Okay. Because I've already had the lesson learned that these two subs down here, these 15s down here, I had to plug those into the wall directly. They couldn't handle, you know, I couldn't plug it into the power here. Couldn't do that. Because that actually tripped it tripped this. This thing shut off. So I had to go back and hit the reset plug to start it back up. So that's covered. So you got to distribute the power usage. You can't just have everything on one clump. You got to spread out the power throughout your outlets. So, right, the Monolith, right? The Monolith beast right here is saying, yo, you got too much shit going on. I'm going to tone back a bit just to help you out and tell you that you need a little more power. So, yes, I've contacted some electricians to try to get a quote. And Monday morning, which is tomorrow morning, I'm going to call. We're going to schedule an appointment. So he's going to come out and at least give me a free quote to let me know what kind of power I got down here, which of course is 15 amp circuits, and what it would cost to go to 20 amp circuits, right? So that's already in the works. But some of you suggested to unplug the amp from the power conditioner, unplug it together, and plug it into its own outlet. Now I did that around the corner, down my hall, right? I plugged it in down there, right there. I plugged it in there, and it was doing the same thing. It was cutting out at high volumes. What the heck? So now I tried a different outlet. try a different outlet right here. I have an outlet right here. And what this white thing here is, it's a surge protector. It's a surge protector, right? But you see how incredibly compact space this is? I needed to get one of those flat cables. Flat cable, right here. Bam. This guy here goes right into the wall, plugs into that surge, and it's all fixed and flat, and it plugged in. Okay, so I plugged it in on its own dedicated outlet right there on this outlet here. I cranked it. The sound didn't cut out. It was glorious. It was absolutely fantastic, guys. Now, if you guys do the negative volume, the relative volume, where it goes negative, before, I would go to -5 and play, we'll say, the Terminator Sarah Connor grenade launcher to John Connor, and boom, it sounded rumble, rumble, the sound would come back. And another shotgun or a grenade, boom, bass, and the sound would come back, right? It did that. It was just an insane sensation when you just have rumble without the dialogue and the sound effects in front of you. It was weird. It would come back. I put it to -4.0, right? Turned it up to 4.0. Played it. It didn't cut out. I was like, holy shit. And it's super loud, guys. And it's super awesome because of the bass and the butt kickers and the volume. It didn't cut out. I'm like, oh my God, okay. Let me try Godzilla. Atomic breath in the sea, splitting that battleship in half explosion, that -3.5, I think it was. The sound didn't go out. The same exact scene I knew completely out before. It didn't go out. I was like, oh my gosh. So then I went back to the Terminator scene, which I know always went out. I put it to -3.0. I went up one more notch to 3.0, -3.0, and it did not cut out. And it was absolutely just wow. Now, because of the dynamics, because of the clarity, because of the separation, it was just so intense and awesome. And the sound did not cut out at -3. Now, I didn't go any higher than that. I was just like, okay, we're already winning. -4, we're winning. -3, we're winning. I don't know. I don't want to go 2 and 1 and reference, which I always do. I always do 0-0, always. I'm baby stepping my way, guys. I'm gonna baby step my way to finally reach the ultimate 0. But so far, guys, -3, it hasn't cut out, and I think it's, fingers crossed, we're good to go so far for now, because we're using its own dedicated outlet by itself, just the Monolith, and it's surge protected on this particular outlet, which is weird because it didn't work around the corner. It didn't work down there, but it worked right here. So guys, I am so freaking happy. This Monolith freaking amp right here is just incredible, guys. I love it so much, and the deal I got for it, you can look in the comments how much. It's an incredible lifetime deal, and then nothing wrong with this Monolith. Let me knock it here. Solid tank. So with that being said, guys, great. Now, the heating thing. Now, after I was cranking it for, a little bit, it was getting a little warm. Okay, warm. It wasn't hot, it was warm. You like my little fan right here? Look at this thing. Oh yeah, let me crank it up a little bit more. Look at that, blowing that air in the vents. Look at that. What do you think of this, guys? It's got a cool little blue light. No? No? Okay. Yeah, right. All right. So, we're going to get a proper fan, guys. We're going to go with, hold on. We're going to go with This guy right here. The AC Infinity fan. Now this here is going to give me really nice cooling. Hold on, let me turn this. Really nice cooling to pull warm air up into it. It's got intelligent programming. It'll automatically turn on and off depending on the temperature you set it at. 6 different speeds. It's got an alarm, self-adjust cooling, ultra quiet, dual ball bearing fans, right? That's going to be nice. Low profile, 1.5 inches, so that'll fit perfectly above the amp. See? It's going to look really clean. Yeah. So, anyway, guys, I got that on its way. And that will go right here. Right here. And the great thing is it holds up to 30 pounds of weight on top of it. So that'll fit the Blu-ray player and the screen. And then we can get rid of this here. And then put my my light strips back. So, yeah, man. I am super excited. It's going to be sweet to finally not worry about turning it up loud. But I still need to get higher than -3. Right here. Still going to get higher than -3 to fully realize that we're back. But yeah, Monolith X3 power amp. Love you. Nothing wrong with you. All right, guys. Thanks for watching this video. I appreciate everybody. Thank you for all your insights and your wisdom. And yeah, that worked out perfectly, guys. To use its own dedicated outlet just for the Monolith right there is very nice. Look at this cleaner look. You can see that little side profile plug there, and I got super thick. That super thick power amp cable right there is just awesome. Anyway, guys, this is it for the video of the Monolith. It is in its home permanently, and no issues with it. And I freaking love it, guys. This amp is incredible. I have nothing wrong to say. The quality of sound you're getting is incredible, and if you have powerful speakers, it's going to handle it effortlessly and give them the best audio. So enjoy your Sunday, guys. Enjoy the World Cup today. It's going to be a good one. Otherwise, I'm going to relax, and you guys have a good one. Home theater rules. Raf out. See ya. Monolith is awesome.